All right, everyone, welcome in. We are live. Hello. Who do we got in here? The Gamer Patty, John Wells, Medidas Lee. Thank you, everyone, for stopping in. I know it's Sunday afternoon, football's on and everything, but I figured I was going to do a little bit of a live real quick because we got a lot coming up this week, starting tonight, really. Tonight is the Emmy Awards, and then we got TUDUM coming up, and season 4. And so I was going to also recap a little bit of what John Hurwitz did at Q&A. Cobra Kai World. Cobra Kai better win the Emmys. Yeah. Definitely, we can hope for it. They're nominated in a few categories. We'll cover it up. Watch party, go Broncos from Colorado, I suppose. I knew a guy from Denver, huge Broncos fan. It's kind of like part of his life. Gamer Patty, love your breakdowns. Thank you. I do enjoy them. Be sure to check them out. There's a huge, season 3 library of interpretation and analysis. Season 2, if you haven't even seen those, there's a lot of great analysis of season 2. And then, of course, we have a lot of good season 4 theories and stuff. Going to be shocked if they don't win. Deserves multiple Emmys. Yeah, they didn't get nominated for a whole lot. Here, let's look over. And I have here in the corner, I put the Emmys are tonight, and TUDUM is on Saturday. But so the Emmys are tonight. Here's a list of what's all the awards they're giving out, I guess, in prime time. Cobra Kai, out of these, Cobra Kai is just this one. Unfortunately, it didn't get any acting or writing nominations. I don't know why. Partially, in my own opinion, it might have been because of the episode they submitted. Like, it's hard to give an acting nom for 310 just because it was so much more action and such than performance. But we're currently in Honeycrisp season. Yes, we are in Honeycrisp season. Honeycrisp has arrived. So this is the awards. It's not in order, so I don't know when they're presenting Outstanding Comedy Series. So I think it's Ted Lasso or something is where the money is. Bet people are betting on this, which I think is a show on Apple TV or something. Like I've never seen it. I don't even think I have access to it. I don't even have that, but apparently a lot of people like it. Strike First Media. What's up, Watch Party? Hey, well, what's up, Beck? So I'm not even sure off the top of my head the other shows that are nominated. I don't watch much TV, so I would say Cobra Kai should win just because I haven't seen anything else. But also TV is so segmented these days. There's another show on Netflix that's nominated right now. But for me, what's nominated here? I have Cobra Kai Companion on Twitter and Instagram has done a good job. Hey, Brian. Oh, Brian, I saw the pictures you sent me. Let's not talk about it here, but yeah, I mean, I'm aware of all that, so you didn't. Yeah, I saw it. But anyway, Cobra Kai Companion has done a good job of just sort of building up the Emmys. Here's everything Cobra Kai is nominated for. Actually, some of these awards they may be giving it out like this afternoon, because I think like there's an afternoon awards that's not the prime time where they give out some of these other awards. So comedy series, that's the one that's going to be tonight. Sound mixing. So they got 2 sound nominations: sound mixing for the half-hour comedy and sound editing. And they interviewed the guy who was nominated. He's actually nominated for 2 shows for the sound mixing. This is hard because it's like, how do you judge this? I don't know. Definitely the sound sounds great, right? Please avoid any spoilers. Yes, this broadcast will be spoiler free. But how do you nominate it? Like, definitely the sound's great. I do think if they're going to win an award, maybe the sound mixing, these awards, and of course stunt performance are their best shots. Because if for whatever reason people love that Ted Lasso and is going to win best comedy, sometimes they'll vote for something else that they really like for like other awards. So definitely the sound mixing, sound editing, and I think stunt performance has a great shot this year. They were nominated for season 2, which was, when was that award? God, that was in 2019. They went to that. It was in the fall, I guess same time, but in 2019. So it was 2 years ago, and they didn't win, and they lost to some weird show about like women wrestlers or something. I don't know. I never saw it, but so they didn't win stunt performance for season 2, but I think they have a great shot for winning even all 3 of these awards here for season 3. So hopefully that'll go well for them. And I think that's this afternoon. So we'll know maybe even before tonight how the show's doing. Comedy series, some people are betting on Ted Lasso. I think even Hurwitz said that himself, but it would be nice to win, even if it's a long shot. December 19th. Are you predicting the 2-minute trailer? Okay. So anyway, that's the Emmy Awards. We'll move on to Saturday. Saturday is this. TUDUM. Look at it move like that. I never spelled it. I always said T-A, TUDUM. But anyway, TUDUM is Saturday. It's 12 p.m. Eastern. It's there on your screen. It's going to be, so here's, I don't know. I never saw it. Yes, that is correct. Subjective cinema. And that is an accurate quote. Where are we? TUDUM. So this is Saturday. So this is it's a 3 hour. So here, it's a 3 hour event, right? That's going to be on their YouTube channel. And so it's going to be long, right? So it's going to be long, 3 hours. What's probably going to happen is, so what to expect. So we'll just move down here. The event includes 70, film specials for an exciting day, exclusive news, trailers. That's what we're interested in, trailers, celebrity appearances from the titles, blah, blah, blah. So what do we expect from Cobra Kai? From this here, this little preview, their little trailer, we have Jacob, Peyton, Gianni, Mary, Sholo are like coming. So this is all pre-recorded, but he's holding a video cassette, a VHS tape there. And I assume, the idea is he's bringing the trailer or something. They're bringing the trailer for season 4, right? So that's what I think is going to happen. Oh, Glow was the show about women's wrestlers. Okay, so it was Glow. Yeah, that's the show that won the Emmy for best stunt performance over Cobra Kai in 2019. So they won it over Cobra Kai. So there you go. That's the show. And back to TUDUM. So I think that you'll have this little intro of them carrying. Maybe they're delivering the trailer here to Netflix or whatever. So I assume that's what's going to be happening in this little featurette, and then it'll probably have like a full trailer. So like someone said, maybe a 2-minute trailer. Well, it's probably going to be the teaser trailer. So maybe it's only a minute long. I can't wait for Stranger Things teaser as well. Yeah, Stranger Things may not be in this one though. In fact, Stranger Things just wrapped shooting. Why is Tanner always left out? So I think the reason Tanner was left out is probably because marketing wise, he's still with the He's All That movie. So they were using him to market He's All That, not Cobra Kai. Previously, Peyton was the one who wasn't often in those things, but she's there now. So I think that's what's going on. So I could see winning a nomination since they were the number one show at Netflix. Yes, correct. So I think we're going to get a teaser trailer. It probably wouldn't be the full trailer, right? Because Netflix will drop the full trailer maybe a couple weeks before the show drops. We'll likely get the release date as well. And in fact, well, we'll get to that because they do have the release date set. So we know it's in December. We know it's a specific day. So we do know it's set. So we'll likely get, and that's what we got last year. We got on the teaser trailer, we also got the release date. Now that ended up changing, but we got it. So Stranger Things is on the list. I didn't know. Maybe it is. Beep, beep, beep. Oh yeah, Stranger Things. Yes. I don't think it'll be a trailer though. It may be a tease, but it could be something with the cast or something. I don't think it'll be a Stranger Things trailer because that show's not coming out till like March or something. So it'll probably be, something from the cast, anyone from the cast or the creators or something like that. But I mean, there may be shots or something of the new season, but not necessarily like a proper trailer. We'll get a full trailer. Yeah, it could be. As far as release date, I still don't think December 19th is a Sunday. I think maybe the previous, an early in the December. Subjective Cinema, take care. Thank you for stopping in. We'll see you around. So definitely expect then a trailer, maybe some silly, there'll be some silly like little thing, obviously with these actors, whatever. Well, silly. I mean, they look sharp in their tuxes, right? Shooting that. So that's where we're at. Third teaser. Right. Chosen Vader. The biggest shows that will probably give first looks is Stranger Things, Cobra Kai, Big Mouth. Those are. Oh yeah. In Raw Talks, that brings up a good point that I want to bring up. Since this is a 3-hour thing, this is 3 hours. I'll be live for this, or at least I have intention to be live. So we'll be live when it happens. So you can watch it here. Then the question is, well, where are they going to put Cobra Kai in this 3-hour thing? My suspicion is like if I were to break it down in terms of percentages, like hour 3, I would say you have a 50% chance. Hour 2, I would say it's like a 40% chance. And hour 1 is like a 10% chance. I just don't think they're going to put Cobra Kai up front. They're going to put a lot of the other stuff up front. So even though I'll be live from it, I'm not really expecting even Cobra Kai in the first hour. Maybe hour 2 or hour 3. So if you're planning it for yourself, you want to keep that in mind. Because I'll probably stop after they show Cobra Kai. Like I'm not gonna if they show Cobra Kai at the top of hour 3, I'm not gonna sit there and talk about the other stuff. Maybe, but we'll see. So it's like either hour 2 or hour 3, even though I'll be live up until Cobra Kai goes, and then we'll talk. At what time is this event? It should be actually, well, it's in the corner, but you can't see it. Saturday, it's 12 p.m. Eastern time, the American Eastern time zone. You can figure out from there. It's like 9 a.m. The Western time zone. 11. What is that? 5 p.m. in England. So that's when it'll be. I'll be live. Cobra Kai will probably be later in the event. We'll see how they decide to break it down. Yeah, Christian, definitely. I think they're going to add. I think we'll get the release date along with the trailer. It'll be all together, and I think that's what they're bringing here. They'll save the best for last. Essentially, yeah. They're gonna take the opportunity to let you see all the stuff, even if you aren't interested in it. It's just how it's always done. Is Outer Banks on there? I think it is. Isn't Outer Banks on here? Someone look. Is Outer Banks? Maybe not. Ozark is here. Because Outer Banks just came out, right? So they probably didn't shoot a new season. Maybe not. I don't see it. I know people like that show. I've actually had people recommend it to me. Yeah, so I guess not Outer Banks. Yeah, Lisa, definitely. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So hopefully we'll get something. Yeah, Raw Talk. See, they're talking about Stranger Things. Stranger Things, yeah, they had I wouldn't call those trailers. They were more like little teases. It's not even entirely clear if it was specific footage from the season, probably, at least that the Hopper one. They've had like these little teases, but I wouldn't call them proper trailers yet. Because now they just wrapped the season, and Stranger Things isn't coming out till like March, so it's still a little ways away. So Hurwitz also did a Q&A, a brief one, while he was flying back for the Emmys. They were in Atlanta. Yadi Ramos, no trailer today. No, today is the Emmys. Tonight is the Emmy Awards. There will be no trailer, but expect something on Saturday. So let's just go through some of the few questions. It wasn't very long. The few questions John answered about from the Q&A. So someone asked, Miyagi Sato prequel. So they're asking about the prequels or spin-offs. Essentially, we've had confirmed they're developing spin-offs. We don't have anything specific. And Hurwitz, we're battling around ideas for various Karate Kid, Cobra Kai spin-offs, some further along than others. Won't spoil anything beyond that. It's worth noting, back in, what was it, March or so, Robert Mark Kamen, right? So he's the creator of it all, the original screenwriter, who's still a working writer. When he gave some interviews on Cobra Kai Companion and others, and he was talking about the various spinoffs or something, he was very evasive and simply said like, well, I'm a working screenwriter. We'll see what happens. It seems very likely Robert Mark Kamen may be involved in some of this as well. And a good possibility, I think, is like a Miyagi series. Robert Mark Kamen is very connected to Mr. Miyagi. He actually said in one of those interviews, he felt like he's the only one that can properly write Mr. Miyagi because of how, he created the character, and it's based so much on his own life and his own understanding of Okinawa culture and everything. Is there an actual Emmy show that'll air live somewhere? Christian, yes. So they air the in prime time in America, the show where they're giving out all these awards. So all these awards will be aired. There's tons. They've broken it up. There's like in a show in the afternoon that I don't think airs anywhere, but they do have like the celebration and all that. But the award for specifically Outstanding Comedy Series will be aired. I think it's on NBC or CBS. live on CBS in Paramount Plus. That's in America. I don't know about Denmark, but so this will air tonight at whatever time it is, 5 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern. Season 4. So I suspect anyway, Mr. Miyagi spinoff series is in the works. A young Mr. Miyagi, probably when he's in America post-war would be my think, like the 1950s or something, somewhere around there would be my guess. I don't know, but I think Robert Mark Kamen is involved in that. So I think that's as far as spinoffs, I think that's the most likely. And I think Robert Mark Kamen is involved. Obviously, everything is still up in the air. We don't know what will happen yet. So let's move on to the next question. Okay, someone asked about Sam. What can we expect from the character Samantha LaRusso? It was clear season 3 that she has the spirit of leadership in her. Will this be further developed at season 4? Giving any specifics would be a spoiler, but I can say that Sam has some of my favorite moments, and Mary took her karate game to the next level. Okay, so it's a very generic response. Like, you would expect him to say that. Like, any character in the show, you would say has some of my favorite moments. But so it's hard to see really where her character is going to go in season 4. It'll be interesting to see how Miguel and Sam blend in for the combined dojos. Is it like a dual leadership, student leadership thing? Is there tension between them if the kids gravitate towards one or the other? See, I was thinking like it would be interesting, dramatically interesting, if like maybe kids gravitated more towards Miguel, even some of the Miyagi-Dos, like Dimitri, who is friends with Miguel, gravitated more towards Miguel. You could have some interesting, relationship drama and stuff and how it combines. I don't know if they'll do any of that. Probably not. But so we'll see how season 4 goes with her. I would be interested in seeing some drama between her and Tori. What I mean by that isn't what we've already seen. Like some, as I was just sort of thinking to myself, Sam isn't very, she hasn't, what am I going to say? She should be more upset at Tori. Like, for everything Tori's done. She had her story in season 3, but there was never any anger in there. And I just feel like, what does she feel about Tori? If that makes any sense. So, and especially Robbie, I think, Sam will try to get Robbie out of Cobra Kai, which probably won't go well. So it's interesting. I mean, it's a basic question. He gave a very generic, he'd probably give the same answer to almost any character in the show. But so that's season 4, Sam. Watch party, how you doing? I am great. We're just here talking a little bit. Robbie is giving me Mike Barn vibes. Perhaps that would actually be kind of cool. Will Daniel meet Tori? Cobra Kai World. That is a great question. And it's something I've suspected since January. Because I've strongly think Daniel may want to confront Tori directly. So Cobra Kai World, actually my answer to your question would be yes. I think in episode 1 or 2, whether intentionally or maybe by accident, but now I'm thinking intentionally, I do think so. Because you'd think at some point Daniel would want to confront and meet this girl himself. Evan Minster took her karate game to the next level in the final against Robbie. I don't necessarily think that's what he means. I don't think you could take that. I've addressed it in videos. I don't think that's how the All Valley is going to go. So I think it'll be Miguel versus Robbie and Sam versus Tori. John Wells, I don't expect any DVD. No, the DVDs didn't come up, but I don't think Netflix really normally does that. So at the moment, I wouldn't expect it. Let's see. Boo, boo, boo. Are You Crowded Kidding Me? Which is a good podcast. Search them out. They're good. Oh, this is a fun one. Did you throw any other names would become Eagle Fang? What were the contenders? The short list: Mad Mongoose, Iron Eagle, Badass Vulture, Tiger Claw, Blood Grizzly, Bloodthirsty Tiger, Tyrannosaurus Rex, Tyrannosaurus Bear, Badass Bears, Rabbit Eagle, and Guns and Karate. All cool stuff. These are some good ones. Tyrannosaurus Rex I like. Blood Grizzly. They're all good ones. There's a lot of good contenders here. Obviously they landed on Eagle Fang, but it's the fun stuff. Cobra Kai World. Do you think you'll accidentally meet her at the sushi restaurant? That's actually something I suspected myself. It's very easy to see Daniel going there for like a business lunch or something with Anoush or even Amanda, and she's their server. Really could be an interesting potential for drama if they go that way. Definitely, I think it would be very interesting. Likewise, he could just ask Miguel, since Miguel and Johnny, well, I guess, yeah, Johnny knows where she works. He could want to just go see there if Miguel tells him where she works. So I think I agree with that a lot. Evan Minister, yeah, that they go out for sushi and then she's there. That's a good theory. I think it would be weirder if it was the whole family. It would be weirder. Also, might likely they'd get a heads up from Miguel if it was the whole family and Sam was going, because she would say, "Oh, I'm going to sushi," and be like, "Oh no." That's why I think like the idea that like Daniel's there at a business lunch is something very possible. We'll see if they do something like that. But I like the idea of Daniel being there with like Amanda or Anoush or something, or Louis. Louis would be interesting. What do you think the grocery store scene is about? That's a great question. I have no idea. Just could be no idea. Stereo Hearts at prom. I don't know what they'll play at prom. Let's see. Who's the best fighter out of the big three? We're all untrained and have managed to avoid physical confrontations in our adult lives. Do tickle fights count? Well, that's a disappointing answer, isn't it? They need to get to the dojo themselves and learn some good old fashioned hard-fisted American karate. So, yes, he's said this a few times that none of them have ever done any sort of contact sports like that, fighting sports. And sometimes I think it shows from the writer's room. And I do wish they had someone in there who at least did it a little bit when they were younger. I know like some of the editors, like Zach Arnold, took martial arts, but no one in the writing staff. What is it like to work with legends? I mean, people ask this question. Do you think? I mean, I don't mean to put it down, but like, he's been getting that same question for 3 years. What is it like to work with? It's a blessing, Okay, so standard answer. They're a lot of fun, talented. So, what's it like to work? Oh, Be Water Creative, one of the best fan artists you'll find. Follow this guy, Let's Be Water, on Twitter and Instagram. That's it. Okay, he's asking about the inspiration for the fight scenes and the action. And as John just says, really it was just the original movie, Karate Kid, was the biggest inspiration. But stunts, everything is continue the legacy while modernizing it. So they're updating it a little bit. Played more with style, choices driven by the emotions of the moment. So that's a good answer. You know, it's modern fight scenes, but it feels like it's from the Karate Kid universe, the Miyagi-verse. Double A, since Miyagi-Do is free. You know, that's a good question. I suspect Johnny will still charge. I actually like the idea. They pay for better. I don't know. We'll see how they address that. You know, there'll probably be some sort of throwaway line about it to make it all go away, but there you go. Kenny, Sean join Cobra Kai. Definitely possible. We'll see if Sean's back. I don't know if they have something in mind with him or not. We'll see how that goes. Evan Minister, yes. Like Louis would stick up for Sam. That's partially why, and he'd be a little bit even more hot-headed than Daniel. That's partially why I think it makes for interesting drama. Is that Sean is joined the Cobra Kai in season 4? Well, if Sean is back in the season, I would say it's a decent chance, a good chance. The question is, I don't know if Sean is back or not. So possibly good chance, but I can't say. You want a number percent? Maybe. Yeah, I don't want to just say 50%, but like honestly, I don't know. I feel like it's a coin flip, like if he's back or not. Kenny is Sean's brother. Definitely people have been thinking that for a long time. We don't know. Maybe I have a bit of a spoiler video where we talked a little bit about Kenny. I don't necessarily know. I don't necessarily think there's a specific reason to assume they are, honestly. So we'll just have to wait. We may get a little bit more info from the trailers. So that's something. Let's at least wait till the trailers and see if there's shots of both of them in it or something we can see, and then maybe we can make better guesses later. Kenny joins. Interesting theory. You know, Robbie seeing Kenny go dark since Hawk switched. I do agree, Cobra Kai world, that it feels like they need more people in Cobra Kai because it's a little bit lopsided. It's Tanner in season 4. I didn't see the snippet. I don't know what this person's referring to. He was definitely in the little trailer they released last month. I even have. Do I have? I don't know which one it is. I don't know if I have it loaded up. But he was in that trailer, so. So, it's odd. I don't know what this person thinks, of course. But anyway, of course, Tanner's in the season. So, new characters. Is that the same person? Okay. Someone tell this person to subscribe to Watch Party. I have a video on the new characters. I've talked about them several times now. But yes, we do know there are new characters. There's Kenny, and there's the girl Devin. And we don't know a whole lot about them. Kenny's a new kid who becomes bullied, and Devin is some aggressive girl who doesn't want to be put down or whatever. You get a lot of Tori vibes from Devin, and you know, Kenny, you get sort of like Miguel-Daniel vibes, right? So like the bullied kid. Definitely they're probably going to handle him differently. So we'll see how it goes. New characters, but that's new characters. So, not much. What do we got here? Cookie dough. Yes. Cobra Kai fanatic. No, I don't think Daniel will be Miguel's sensei, but obviously there's going to be a lot of cross training. So we'll see how it goes. Kenny inevitably joins Miyagi-Do. Who convinces him to join Miyagi-Do? Daniel? Sam? We'll see. Robbie will find redemption. Is it redemption from kicking Miguel over the banister? Is that the redemption he needs to be redeemed from? I think he does regret that. I think even deep down, though he's angry about a lot of things, I think he does look down and regret that kick. Cobra Kai World. Have you been here before? I like how you think. Do you think Silver could help Robbie and Tori financially? Because the answer is yes. That's a really good question. It's certainly something I've been thinking about. I was even may make a video on that at some point, because I think I have a follow-up video from my recent season 4 spoiler video, but because I don't know about Robbie. Well, maybe Robbie, Tori, but Tori's in a tough spot financially, and obviously Robbie is too, sleeping in the dojo, literally. Definitely, it's very easy for Terry Silver to come in and be like, Cobra Kai sticks together. So I think that's definitely a possibility. And would definitely cement their loyalty to Cobra Kai. Oh, Eminem Studios is referring to Hayden, who posted a little like clip thing of Cobra Commander, claiming it was season 5, but I don't want to go. The reason I don't make a video about that is because Hayden is so silly. You can't really take anything from it. Literally, figuratively, who knows what it means? You don't know what he's thinking, so anything is really just a guess. Okay, I see. Cobra Kai World. Thank you. I like how you think. Top Shota Studios. Yeah. You know, Robbie was kind of messed up and even in the bad spot when Miguel went off the balcony. It was probably unintentional. But a lot of what he's done is he's just reacting to the people around him. So. Will he come back to Miyagi-Do? Come back to Miyagi-Do and gets away from Kreese. I don't think he will leave Cobra Kai in season 4. So not in season 4. We'll see what happens in the future. But there's a big question on what direction the show goes. So are they really fully intending, because the reason, Eliza, that the way I asked the question I did is because some people seem to think just Robbie going into Cobra Kai and putting on the gi automatically means he needs redemption. Like, well, I mean, just putting on the gi doesn't make him some horrible person that now needs a redemption arc, right? So let's see what happens in season 4. Let's see how it plays out. My thinking is Robbie will be a little bit different kind of Cobra. He's not some mean, aggressive bully deep down, right? Like, he's not. We know that. Even though he hung out with like trained crews, thieves, he's always been kind of more of a good kid. So we'll see how Robbie fits into Cobra Kai first before we think about even redemption. John Wells, probably not. People talk like, oh, well, if Sid dies, Johnny will have money. In the very first episode, Sid was saying, I'm writing you out of the will. I'm not leaving anything to you. I'm buying you out of my life. Right. So I don't think that'll happen. What are they wearing? So if you watch the Emmys tonight, they will be wearing tuxedos. As we lose to Ted Lasso, it's such a defeating. You would think John Hurwitz would be more confident in himself, but so he's admitting defeat before it even happened. How horrible. Sensei Kreese would not approve. I don't approve. Here's an interesting question. When they pitched the show to William and Ralph, what did you pitch? Essentially, the overall game plan, but focus mostly on the first couple seasons. I actually brought that up recently in my video about the bullying. I had a little clip of Ralph talking about when they pitched to him. The first thing they focused on was bullying. If you haven't seen my last video about like the season 4 bully, be sure to check that one out. It's a good one. It was definitely the centerpiece of their pitch. How do they strike a balance between old fans and new fans? It's interesting. Our goal has always been to make a show that viewers with no Karate Kid knowledge can enjoy just as much as super fans. They enjoy it different ways, which is completely true. Like many of you probably know Cobra Kai Kid. He watched the series before he ever saw any of the movies. He didn't know it. He'd never seen the Karate Kid movies, but he watched the series and was like, wow, that's really good. And then he went back and watched the movies, which many of the younger people have. So the show works really well like that. So definitely a great way to write it. Liza, yeah, bring some redemption to Cobra Kai, make it the way Johnny wanted, right? A more passive-aggressive Cobra. I don't agree with that. Robbie's not passive-aggressive. Dimitri's passive-aggressive. But I think but that being aggressive doesn't inherently mean being like a douchebag, like hawking them, going around stealing tickets and shit from golf and stuff, right? Like, you don't have to do that. Like, that's kind of just being a douche. But you could be like a assertive aggressive and not be an asshole is the term they use in the show. So, and that's what I see Robbie. Like, I don't see Robbie running around stealing stuffed animals from golf and stuff, right? He doesn't get the point of that. So, but you can always be assertive and aggressive. Why didn't Daniel explain to Robbie to turn him and reduce his sentence, or at least he'd still been there, man, to meet him instead? Frank, I think Daniel tried to explain that to him many times, but Robbie was angry, upset, and frankly under arrest, so he wasn't really paying attention or listening to reason. It's easy to sit there and like, well, obviously, logically, it was the smart move to make, like, but in the moment, in full of emotion, it's hard to hear reason like that. It's a very normal reaction. So, Robbie's kind of shut that part out now. We shed our weaknesses and show our strength. Yes. Season 3 Hawker, season 2 Miguel, who's stronger. Galaxy Cade. I'm still going to say season 2, Miguel. I'm actually staying. I know you. I agree. I love Hawk 2, but like season 2, Miguel and his top is great. Maine, hello. I love your videos. This is my first ever donation. Thank you very much. Welcome to the party. Thank you. Be sure to check out all the videos. There's a lot there. Okay, here we are. Season 5, some shows have this problem. Makeups and results in week later seasons. I don't want that to happen in Cobra Kai is one of my favorites. We're very deep into our season 5 planning. Several scripts and outlines have been written. And we're definitely writing towards an end game, which will hopefully be beyond season 5. So yes, they've said before they were hoped for at least 6 seasons. So they're probably writing towards that end point. Very deep. Yeah, since they're shooting like now or maybe next week, they probably have the first at least 3 or 4 scripts in, to give production, and then, the later scripts will be in within a month or 2, and everything will be finished. But the good thing is definitely it seems like John Hayden and Josh, the creators, had pretty much a solid plan for what they're going to do for all 3 seasons before they jumped in, which is nice because obviously that's not always the case. J.J. Abrams and God knows, Benioff and Weiss from Game of Thrones have just kind of crapped all over their own show. They just crap all over their own show and just start throwing shit out there, and it just really downward spirals. So definitely they have an idea in mind on where the show's going. So I think that's a good thing. Hopefully we'll like where they have in mind. It's still kind of up in the air. It's a very questionable which direction are they going to go in. We'll know more probably by the end of season 5. Because I always think like you can start making conclusions about the series as a whole at the penultimate season. Like the second to last season, the penultimate season, you can kind of like start getting a feel for the whole show. So we'll get a little bit of a better look too this season after season 4. But right now I feel like everything's very up in the air. I don't know what direction the show is going to go in. So for me, if for those of you who've been here for a while, you saw my season 3 theories back at the beginning of 2020, especially. So like season 3 and 4 combined are what I thought season 3 was going to be. Like I thought season 3 would end with the All Valley. It would be Miguel's recovery ending with the All Valley. Obviously season 4 is going to end with the All Valley. So it's like what I thought season 3 was going to be is actually season 3 and 4 combined. So it's until we get to the end of that point and then see where they go from there, maybe season 5, it's hard to get a good feel on the full direction of the show. If any of this makes sense, like where is the show going? So we have a little bit ways to go, but it is at least good that they have a plan. And we can only hope the plan is a good one, right? More than 6 seasons of Cobra Kai are just spinoffs. So they signed a deal, or they extended their deal with Sony. Lots of plans inside of the Miyagiverse, right? They have a show at TBS, right? It's TBS? TNT. TBS. Called Obliterated. That is somewhere in development. It's been greenlit, but obviously COVID shut it down a little bit. So that's going to happen somewhere along the way. And obviously the Cobra Kai spinoffs and who knows what else is up. There's another show they're attached to. I don't know. It's something weird. Completely different. And they're more just attached to it, like as producers. It's being like written by someone else. I forget what it's called, but we'll see. What's it like working with Thomasine Griffith? Giant among men, but in size and talent. Obviously, we're all looking forward to that. So that'll be great. And I expect the trailer. Well, I don't know. We'll see if the trailer has anything of him. They may hold him back for the main trailer. They did that with Kreese in season 2, if you remember. What do you think is going to happen with Kreese's character since Martin Kove is on Dancing with the Stars season 5 filming? That is a good question. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Eliza, do you think we'll see more of young Kreese's storyline with Betsy and his war buddies? Or do you think we'll see that story playing off more in a spinoff? Or we'll get absolutely nothing? They may revisit Betsy or Betsy's family or something. I suspect any flashbacks we get will be post-Vietnam. So like maybe the early 1970s or so for Kreese. He's back in the States. There may be something regarding Betsy and Terry Silver. The founding of Cobra Kai. I do have a video on it. A little bit of some spoilers. Go find. I don't want to give it away, but I do have a video on some of that too. And we don't know what'll happen with Martin Kove or Kreese. I don't know. Season 4, we'll see. For what it's worth, I predicted for season 3, I predicted Kreese was going to die. I have a video on it. I could find it. It's a while back. It's an old one. So I predicted Kreese was going to die at the end of season 3. And then as I just said, season 3 and 4 combined is now what I thought season 3 was going to be by itself. So as far as I'm concerned, my season 3 prediction, Kreese dies, is actually, I'm now just carrying it over to season 4. So how's that? I need to make a follow-up video on that. Do you guys want a follow-up video on that? I don't have much else to add, but maybe it's good to sort of revisit some of that. Okay, and then John gets a script in his inbox. We don't know what script he got. This is just in the air tonight. Came from the editor, Zach Arnold. Moon is back. So Moon is in season 4, but we probably knew, but it's unclear how much she's going to be there. But Moon is back. Oh, and this is another part. Josh, do you guys know the release date as we speak? So he says yes. So the release date is set, which brings a strong confirmation that it'll be in TUDUM on Saturday. So I'll be streaming it. It's there in your corner, 12 p.m. Eastern. TUDUM on Saturday. We'll get something, probably a trailer, probably the release date. And I think the music is epic. Here's an interesting one episode a week to enjoy. Longer gaps become unbearable. We've never heard Netflix mention that possibility, so definitely season 4, no change in release. It'll be 10 episode drop. I kind of like the idea of one episode a week for various reasons. First off, it's hard the first night, like when you're up till so early in the morning trying to watch these episodes, and then it's like you're just tired, you want to enjoy it, but it's great, and it's like it's really hard. I think I would enjoy the episodes more, one episode a week. I think I could do more as a YouTube channel, like, because then I would be doing like episode breakdowns and what's going to be on the next episode. It would be a lot of work to get all those out really fast, but I think people would enjoy it. It keeps the interest going longer, but obviously it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So whatever. Anush is a good car salesman, and I think that's it. Okay. So TUDUM is Saturday. Tonight are the Emmy Awards. 73rd Emmy Awards. Cobra Kai is nominated for Outstanding Comedy Series. Also nominated for sound mixing for a comedy. stunt performance, and sound editing. I would say it definitely has a good chance of taking at least one of those home. Like I said. Is Nicole Brown going to be in season 4? At the moment, it doesn't look like it, Ryan. She's a fan favorite character, but I don't think so. Potentially in the future. The door is never completely closed. Terry Silver and Daniel, definitely. A lot of people are looking forward to that. So there should still be school scenes. Yes, Top Shot. Yes, definitely. Since it ended, really it ended like December 20th, right? Like it was like the next day. So that's where season 4 is picking up. Where are we? Let me see. Ooh. Okay, there's that one. Okay, yeah, that's the image. That's Robbie right there. So someone said they didn't see Tanner in the snippet, but like he's clearly right there. I don't know what unless they were talking about the TUDUM one. Okay, let's see. We've gone almost an hour. Any other great questions, insights about Cobra Kai season 4? I am more than happy to talk it over. Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's from... I need to get rid of that. How are we doing? Okay. Okay, so we'll wrap it up there. I can't wait for that scene. Yeah, like I said in my breakdown, I think this is a fight among the whole dojo. So we'll see. I tend to think it's sexually suggestive, right? like it has to be. It's not an accident. Who do you think there were better Cobras? Present day Cobras or the ones from '84? By better, which group followed the creed? Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. Well, part of our problem is our Cobra switched. Miguel, Hawk, they all left now. So I would say the original '84 crew. Yeah, honestly, strike first. Like that's why, I don't even think episode 305, Hawk and Mitch and them acting like kind of douchebag assholes at the golf and stuff. It doesn't seem like Cobra Kai to me. Nothing about Cobra Kai was ever strike first, strike hard, no mercy, and steal kids' tickets at the amusement park and steal stuffed animals. That's not what Kreese actually taught. Everyone acts like, oh, this is just because of Kreese, but I don't know. I don't get that. I don't think Kreese told them to go steal stuffed animals and block a kid's basketball shot at golf and stuff. That just seems like they didn't have self-control, which is probably something that's lacking from Cobra Kai. Martial arts, you should learn self-control. So that's what they're missing is self-control. They have aggression, they have talent, they have drive, but you also need a little bit of self-control. So I think that's what's missing from Cobra Kai. All the students that have ever been in Cobra Kai. Yeah, I'm pushing for the '84 crew, the original. Miyagusho. Let me. Since you ask, we'll go after Miguel's back at the tournament. I specifically addressed that in a video. Let me show you. Okay, hold on here. Let me show you. If you go to my channel page, this second video right here, I don't know if you can see it. You can't. It's hard to see the mouse. This video right here, Robbie saves Cobra Kai. I specifically talk about that attacking Miguel's back, and I specifically talk about the idea of Kreese instructing Robbie to do that. So you'd want to check this one out. But the idea is, I definitely think it's something Kreese may bring up, and I've referenced it. I've referenced it instead in another video, but that's definitely something you want to check out. Are we looking at someone go to jail? You would think so. Like, it's hard to see how Tori doesn't get her probation revoked and she gets sent away after what she did, but I think they won't. I don't think they'll report it, or they'll downplay it or something. So while you would think they would, they probably won't. Julie Pierce and Ned Randall, season 5. I definitely think Julie could be in season 5 or 6. Maybe season 5. We'll see. Robbie is my favorite character. Definitely some people really like Robbie. I liked him a lot more in season 3. David Rubalcaba, he runs TRN, Team Rubalcaba. Robbie's always been his favorite character too. How many hours would it take? Probably about 5. It's about 10 half-hour episodes, so it's about 5. Depending on where you live, if it comes out weirdly at midnight or even after midnight, then you're up to like 6, 7, 8 a.m. in the morning watching. That's my only problem with the binge. It actually gets to be a little bit too much. I kind of like the idea of 1 episode a week, but because it happened for me in season 3, just because it was harder to enjoy like the last couple episodes because I was tired. I actually tried to get some sleep between episodes 7 and 8. Like, I kind of was like asleep for 2 hours, but then you're like so pumped and you're so excited, you can't really get any sleep. So it's kind of frustrating. Cobra Kai World. Yes. If Tori stays out of juvie, she's really dodged a bullet. Yes, I agree. And I don't think she'll go to juvie, but partially because I think maybe they just won't report the attack, which, perhaps at the begging of Miguel, Miguel sort of kind of helping them, say, please don't do this to her. Which is also why Daniel may go see her. Rather than go to the police, Daniel may want to address Tori directly. When does season 4 Cobra Kai come out? Whispa, while we don't know the exact day, we do know the release date is official set. It is in December. It is known. And they're likely to release it on Saturday during the TUDUM live stream. I will be live at 12 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be 3 hours long. We don't know where Cobra Kai will drop in that 3 hours, but we'll get the release. Well, we're very likely to get the release date along with probably some sort of teaser trailer. Also stupid. Cobra Kai World, I agree. I don't think Robbie would approve. And in fact, this shot here I have on the screen could be a little bit of them kind of her mad at him from him because he disapproved. Okay, it's been an hour. It's gonna be hard on Saturday to go 3 hours. I'm gonna have to have some breaks or something because my voice is gonna go really bad. We'll see what's gonna go. I do plan to be alive. Well, I don't know. I may have guests. We'll see what we do. But that's all for now, everyone. Good luck to Cobra Kai at the Emmys tonight, and we'll be back here on Saturday.